Hey everyone, Wolf81TX here, and I've been going through some of my videos and trying to see which ones you guys are watching, which ones you're not watching, just so I can try and bring a little bit better videos towards you in the future. And one video you guys seem to watch more than any other by quite a lot, and that was the review on my Rossi Rio Grande 4570. Now, I decided to go ahead and bring the Rossi back out for a part 2 to that review. This will be a little bit more hands-on. You'll be able to actually see the gun work. You'll see it operate as I talk about it. Hopefully I miss any questions that I may have missed in the original review. And I just haven't brought it out in a while. I haven't shot it that much. I've been working on some of the other projects, trying to get them going. And so I've kind of been missing it. But we're going to have some hand loads out, we're going to have some store-bought ammunition, and we're going to be shooting some really hot loads just so you can see the gun can take it. It's actually rated for a pretty good load, and it's, like I've told you before, it's a great gun. You'll be able to see that it handles these just as well as it does any other. The only thing is, the hotter you go, usually the more your accuracy suffers. So that's why I normally try not to do extreme hot loads. But let's go ahead and head out to the range and see what we can do. Okay, here we are at the range. Now, there she is. Isn't she a beauty? There's some of the ammo we're going to be shooting today. Now, some of these are reloads, and some of them are store-bought. Now, can you tell the difference? There's a couple of them might fool you. The only two that are store-bought are these right here. This is a Hornady FTX 325 grain. There's the 250 grain Bonoflex. Now, looks the same. That is a reloaded 325 FTX. This one here is a Winchester case, and it's loaded with a 300 grain Oregon Trail bullet. And those are you can find it at any manual. It's a 50 grain charge of RL7. And these over here, it's the same bullet, different cartridge. I'm not going to tell you what that is as far as the load, because it's over max. This is the hot one that I mentioned earlier. So we're going to go ahead and set this camera up. And we're going to see if we can get through this today with one shot. So that way I don't have to edit together a whole bunch of different ones. So, now that you've gotten to see, I'm going to go through each one. And I'm going to see if I can try and hit something. First, we're going to go with the 325 grain Hornady FTX. And I'm going to probably take aim at one of these 2 liters. Go ahead and adjust this camera so I can see if I'm in the shot or not. Oh, there we go. And gonna see if I can take out one of these 2 liters here. Hopefully you can see it, and we'll have a little bit of fun. Aim for that one just out there. I shot the lid off of it. Holy crap. Wow. Alright, so you got to see that. We're going to go after the same guy there, except this time with the 250 grain. Well, no, let's not go after the same guy. We'll go to the strawberry one right behind it. I think that one I just shot was root beer. I got one of each flavor, that way we can be objective. Whoa! As you can see, they hit pretty hard. Now, I'm gonna go with a reload. Aim for this grate right here in front of us. Ha! Really makes it go away, doesn't it? Now, we're gonna go after, probably, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in that root beer that we shot the top off of. This is just a normal reload with the Oregon Trail bullet. Oh, shoot a little high. Okay. It's actually the first time I fired that load. I think I decimated that strawberry. Now this is the hot load. We're gonna try again at the root beer. I already know this one shoots high. Didn't explode, but now that one is over max load for any manual. That's why I'm not giving you any of the load information for it. Let's go ahead and let's shoot some more of these other reloads. We'll load 3 up. Gotta hang out at the gong. I'm not sure if you can see it out there. And we'll see if I can put some on steel. Oh, little high. Try that again. Oh, must be shooting really high. Try that again. This is actually the first time I'm shooting these ones. I just made them up today, and so I've been developing a load. Haven't really gotten to play with them yet. I heard something, just not sure what. Anything. So let's point down right in front of it. There we go. I'm shooting high. Oh! I just killed the gong. I knew I was shooting high, but I didn't think I was shooting that high. That's okay. I've got some more targets around here. Well, let's go ahead and load up a couple of these maximum ones. I will tell you this, it's not an accurate load. It's one reason I don't use them that much. I almost loaded these by accident, pretty much. And it's too much of a pain to disassemble this particular cartridge, so I've gone ahead and it's safe to shoot in the gun. It's just not accurate. It's really hard on the shooter, the gun, over a long length of time. But shooting them just this much, it's not going to hurt it. Let's go at this cola right in front of us. Yeah, you can get that on camera. Let's see. Woohoo! Let's put another one in that root beer. It's still standing there. That's bothering me. There we go. It's dead now. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I've got a little orange target. I'll see if I can hit it. Nah. Okay. We got those. How about we go to some of these FTX reloads. load some of them up. Can't really hit these with the gong anyways. Last time I hit the gong with one of these, it put a nice sized crater in it. And that's a 550 steel gong. That tells you how hard these things hit. Got an orange juice, well, it's an apple juice thing out there. It's been around far too long. Let's go ahead and take it out. Oh, if I can hit it. Ew! And it disappeared. There we go. We'll put that Dr. Pepper wannabe out of its misery. And I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that one. Gotta shoot this orange container right here. Ah. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, well that's the 4570. And as you can see, you've got any number of loads. This one here, it really, you could knock down anything on the continent, on any other continent for that matter, with this bullet. Sure, it's a lead bullet, but with the load that this thing's running, I've seen a lead bullet punch through a thin steel plate. So if that tells you anything, these things are no joke. Now on the 550 steel gong out there, yeah, it's going to go ahead and probably, these just indent on it. It knocks it around real hard, but it's not going to do it any harm on it. The Hornady FTX, if you're into reloading, there's only one thing I can tell you with the FTX bullet. Unless you want to specifically load the FTX bullet, don't buy them. At least don't buy them with the intent of reloading. They are a pain if you want to go back and forth. Matter of fact, if you do decide to reload them, but you also want to reload the normal ones, such as this. This one's a normal Winchester case, and it's longer than the Hornady case. So what you want to just make sure, if you want to make sure that you don't mix the two up, because it's a pain to get your dies reset and everything else. I just did it on this today, and I'm probably going to stop one or the other, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Hornady. Now I do have my reloads on it, so I may go ahead and order another set of dies just specifically for the Hornady bullets. But because they do shoot great. I mean, you got to see, they blow things up pretty well. So you have those, then you have the normal. Winchester has a great line. Actually, it's a soft recoil load, which is what these originally were. That right there, I mean, doesn't have hardly any recoil at all, well, to me. And it's good for hunting. It's a hollow point, so it does the job very well. Matter of fact, I tested those out against a tree, and I kid you not, that tree was that big around. And I cut down that tree within a few shots. So those hollow points do their job extremely well. But, well, if you have any questions about the 4570, go ahead and leave me a comment. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. It's 6 rounds in the tubular magazine. I believe that was one thing I forgot to mention in my video last time. But you have 6 plus 1. I mean, you never got to see me load that up, but that's mainly because with doing different bullets, I would only want to do a few at a time, just kind of show you the difference. And I know on camera you had to see the difference in recoil. And now if you want, I can wall it up and it doesn't recoil that much, but that was the main thing I was trying to show you in this video, was the difference in recoil. But now that I've done that, I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to aim at a propane tank that we have out there. I might move the camera around just to show a little bit better angle. let's see here. Now we'll kind of turn it just so we can just get that propane tank. At the same time, you can actually see me shoot. And I'll just run them right through, and you can kind of see how it is when you're normally shooting, or when I normally shoot. Now, keep in mind, I'm 6'2" and 200 pounds, so I handle the recoil pretty good, but I've also seen a small guy handle recoil well. With this gun, it's mostly about just getting used to it. That's the biggest thing I can stress. Another thing, a question I was asked, there is no comparison between this and a 30-06. Just not gonna happen, guys. 30-06 is a totally different ball game. It's actually more, to me, a 30-06 is a pop-up, whereas this pushes and shoves. So, I know you've seen me shoot the 30-06 in some of my videos, and now you can see me watch this one. We'll just run through these here as fast as we can, and hopefully I'll hit what I'm aiming at. All right, here we go. I hit 2 out of 4 times. So, that's 45-70. My shoulder doesn't hurt, but like I said, I've been doing this for a little while, so I'm used to it. Any of my friends can tell you, of course, usually I've been bumming off those high-powered rounds off on them, so I kind of feel bad for them. My friends, they don't handle it too well. It's a little bit more than what they're used to. Of course, I'm sure if they were actually to work at it, they'd probably actually get used to it eventually. Me, I had hit it hard and fast real quick. Shortly after I got it, I went out, took a bench shoot, went through 60 rounds of bench shooting. I've mentioned it in my other video. I'm going to mention it again. This gun sucks off the bench. It really does. Especially if that bench doesn't fit you right, like it was me, I had just this portion of the stock digging into my shoulder. And so every time it recoiled, I had just it coming back into me. And since I was walled up into it, there was nowhere for it to go except for in. And after 60 rounds, I was ready to call it a day. That hurt for about a week. But ever since then, I haven't had one issue with it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave me some comments. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll see if I can make it happen, if I've got that gun, or if you want me to do special with these. We'll work on that. But let me know what you think, and y'all take care.